Hey guys, Denny Lee here. So, trying to figure out where to begin. Just ignore my hair right now. I did it, it looked cute, and then the rain came and so whatever. At dinner with Angelfish tonight and his mother. Right, so stories, lots of stories. So, his mom came to town and then my mom came to town a couple days later and one of the days, like it was, my mom had been here for days because I had to work the first few days. So she stayed with my aunt and then she came to stay with me. And Angelfish invited us out to dinner because, you know, we had talked about him meeting my mother. So he came over, or we went and met him at the restaurant. And when we walked up, he gave me a kiss or whatever. And then we went in, sat down. I had a gift for him. He opened his gift. He said thank you and kissed me again. And we're just sitting there, we're waiting for our food and whatever. And I had asked my mom on the way there to be nice. And I was like, please be nice, please. And she's like, I will be nice. And she's not always the nicest person. So I'm just like, Ma, seriously, please. And smile, because you have RBF. And she's like, RBF? And I was like, resting B face, because I don't swear in front of my mother. And she was like, I don't know what that means. And I was like, when you're not smiling, you just look mean. Like you don't look approachable. You're not a nice person when you're, you know, not doing anything with your face. And she's like, what does that have to do with a resting bee? And then I had to say the word to fully explain to her what it was. And I'm like, Ma, it's resting bitch face, all right? So when you're not doing anything with your face, it looks like a bitch face. And she was just like, oh. So we get there and Angelfish comes up and introduces himself when did he introduce himself? I think he kissed me first and then went to introduce himself to her. And he's like, hey, hi, I'm Angelfish. And she's just like, hi. And she doesn't even give him her name. And I'm just like, okay. She's, whatever. But after we're sitting down and we're waiting for our food, like I hadn't seen him in over a week, okay? Over a week, I have not seen him. And I didn't realize how annoying that was gonna be. But I put my hand out because we hold hands. So I put my hand out and he immediately took my hand. And my mother, who is sitting across the table from us, is like, some things are for behind closed doors. We're holding hands. We're not making out in the restaurant or anything like that. Like I'm not nibbling on his ear. I held his hand and he immediately lets go of my hand because he is that nice and he's trying to be respectful. So he lets go of my hand and I am fuming, guys. I am like obviously very, very TO'd, okay? Ticked off, in case you guys didn't know. So I'm obviously TO'd. And I'm just like, okay, cool. And she said something else to me and I was just mad, so I didn't respond. Because I know me, and I know that when I get mad, I should not respond. So I don't say anything. And he's just like, I understand, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I'm old school. And I'm just like, since when? Right now? Old school since right now. Whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm still a little angry and he just shoulder bumps me because we can't hold hands. So he shoulder bumps me and he's like, it's okay, I'm still right here with you. So it's just like, okay, that made things better. Whatever. And then we have our dinner and they're talking and they're going back and forth and whatever. And she's asking him questions and he's just been like the sweetest man in the world through all of this, even though she's not smiling. She's letting her resting bitch face do all the talking. And I'm just like, okay, this is awkward. And she orders a perfect margarita and it's taking a really long time for her to get there. And we have our food at this point. So it's taking a really long time for this margarita to get to the table. And so he's making a joke and he's like, I guess perfection takes time, huh? And she like makes this horrible face and she's like, I eat slow, okay? Blah, 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 blah. And me and him both look at her and I was like, he's talking about the margarita. And he's like, it's called the perfect margarita. So I was just saying that it's taking them a while to perfect it. And she's like, oh my goodness, guys. This is my mother and this is what is going on in my life. So whatever. Anyway, we got through the dinner and everything and she was tolerable. I won't say she was nice because she was not that nice, but it was tolerable at least. And he holds the doors open for us, and then he walks us to my truck. He opens her door first, and he walks around, gives me a kiss, opens my door. And he walks back to his truck. And after he walks away, she's like, oh, I really liked him. Oh my gosh, guys. I was just like, what the heck? And then as we're driving home, she's like, oh, darn it, I meant to get a picture of you two together. And me being me. Yeah, you know what? I would have liked a picture of us too, but I was afraid to touch him since apparently I couldn't hold his hand. And I made her mad. Okay, it wasn't funny then. Okay, maybe it's a little funny then, but now it's really funny because I was so irritated, guys. I was just so mad. So yeah. And then that was, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Wednesday. Sounds like Wednesday. And then last week, by the way, not this week, Wednesday last week. And then today, or not today, Sunday, I had to work. And so me and him are texting, and then I go to work like I always do, and he stops texting me, and I'm just like, oh, he's probably busy. You know, he's got his mom, he's doing things, whatever. And then next thing you know, he texts me again, and I look at it, and it is a picture of my truck in my work parking lot in the rain, because it rained on Sunday. I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's here. And I look like a bum because Sunday is pajama day in my head. That's not actually a company thing, it's just a me thing. Sunday's pajama day, whatever. So I end up going out there, and there he is. So I get to talk to him and everything, and his mom gets out of the car, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm meeting his mother right now. Did not know what was happening. He at least had time to prepare to meet my mother. No, I don't get to prepare. She gets out, she gives me a hug, she tells me her name. This lady is the sweetest lady in the world, and I'm just like, and this is the difference in our mothers, okay? Like, his mom is so sweet, and then there's my mom, who didn't say anything really nice about him until after he left, whatever. So they come in, they see the building, we chat a little bit, and then I go back out, or I walk them back out, and he kisses me goodbye, and they leave. So, you know, fine, everything went fine. And yeah, I don't know, it's been hard. We haven't been able to see each other as much because we both had family visiting, and we already work opposite schedules. So it's just been a mess. Like, it's been all over the place, and I still can't believe how my mother was. And then she'll still ask me about him now that she's gone back home. And she'll still ask me about him, and she's just like, oh yeah, he was so nice. And I'm just like, but you weren't. Why couldn't you be nice? I specifically asked you to be nice. But today, he invited me over for dinner because we haven't seen each other again. So today's Thursday, just so we can all have some kind of time. So it's Thursday, and we haven't seen each other since Sunday, and our 1 month is coming up. And you guys can tell me how horribly cheesy I am later, but our 1 month is coming up, and I know that most people don't do, okay, I don't know, I presume that most people don't do 1 month things anymore, but I always thought that 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, and, you know, yearly after that, at least in my mind. So I actually did get him a gift, and I wrote him a card, and, well, you know, just stuff. And he's going out of town this weekend because our 1 month would actually be this weekend, but he won't be in town. So I had to give it to him today, and he liked my gift, but I told him not to read the card till after I wasn't there. So there's that. And he was so tired, he said he was going straight to bed. So I'm guessing he didn't read it because he didn't say anything about it when he texted me goodnight, because he did text me goodnight like he always does. So now I'm just waiting, but I had dinner with him and his mother tonight, and she is so sweet. Like, I don't know, she was asking me questions, like, where are you from? Did you grow up here? And then he was telling her about, like, how I got my degree back in Illinois, and how I focused on theater, and yeah. And she was asking me if I was gonna pursue it, and I was telling her it's hard because all I do is work, so. And she's just, like, the nicest lady. But I'm kind of terrified when she's around because I'm just like, this is Angelfish's mom. And so I'm trying to, like, be quiet because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I want her to like me, but I don't know what to say. And he's like, please just be yourself. And I was just like, myself is scared. Like, So anyway, just figured I'd catch you guys up on some of the happenings of our family being in town. So I'm supposed to be washing my hair. I know I said I did it earlier, but I really need to wash my hair and do something else with it. I have this whole thing planned out and I was getting ready to do that. And then I was just like, hey, I should probably go and update you guys before I do all that, because it's gonna be a while. So let me know what you guys think. Also, I posted a picture, don't know how many of you saw that. He shaved it off, and he's still very handsome, okay? Still handsome. I liked him better with facial hair. Like, I like that aesthetic better. And he asked me what I thought of it, and he looks younger. He looks so much younger without it. And that's what he was going for, by the way. He wanted to look younger. And he asked me what I thought, and he was just like, if you like it. And I was just like, it's your face, baby. You do whatever you want. I'm just happy with you, because I am. But if it's up to me, can we grow that back? For reals? No, I'm not actually gonna tell him that. It's his face. He can do whatever he wants. But I did like the facial hair, and now it's gone. So maybe I just need to get used to it. I don't know. It's my first time seeing him with a completely clean shaved face. I've seen him like when he took it shorter and he was doing the goatee with like the beardy thingy on the side, and he ended up taking that out, so it was just the mustache and goatee, and now that's gone. And I'm just like, huh. All right, that's what he looks like. So whatever. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. It's been super rainy out here, as I mentioned earlier, with how my hair froed back up after I tried to do something with it. Whatever, I'm glad I didn't go through too much work since I got poured on. But everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day and night and weekend. And I guess just remember that this has been a true story.